Well, hello there, great person. We made it. We made it to 50. I did not think we would this soon. I mean, it was like yesterday when I started these. So, yeah, but we are at episode 50 of Maltiscared. And I've pulled up a special video today because we can't watch any video. We have to watch something that is supposedly very scary. And yeah, I found something because I just typed in scariest videos of YouTube. And I got one. I found a supposedly a collection of the 15 scariest videos of YouTube, and we will watch these now. And yeah, let's see if this 50th video is gonna be great. And yeah, I won't keep you waiting any longer. Let's just jump right into it. And yeah, as always, as we have done now 50 times, we will get scared with style. You know it, I know it. And let's see what this one has for us.
Number 15, Obey the Walrus. This video obtained its fame a while back from the confusing and creepy vibe it radiates. It's a very old video, and the quality shows that. It features very creepy and childish music that plays over footage of a transvestite wearing a pink dress and walking around in a distorted manner. Towards the end, we get a zoom in of the person's expressionless face before we are faced with a photo of a walrus. The video originally surfaced with the same title in a Spanish language. People began creating reaction videos, which usually went one of two ways. Either they laughed uncontrollably, or they were frozen with fear. The video soon came with a myth that it was created by a Latin American cult known as La Morsa, aka the Walrus, and it is said that bad things would happen after watching the video. Again, there has been research put into this video that found it was actually just footage used from the actor's life documentary titled The Goddess Bunny. The actor is named Johnny Baima, and he suffers from polio. He has spoken about going through a lot of sexual abuse as a child, and irrelevantly becoming a drag queen model. Chances are that someone just took footage from his film, made it creepy or funny depending how you see it, and posted it for attention.
That's so messed up. Why would you do that? The poor guy or girl, whatever he wants to be called. Man, why would someone do this? Why? That's a terrible thing to do. That's such a terrible thing to do, just for likes again. I don't like this when they do this for likes, whatever they do for likes. If it's crossing a line, that's nasty. Hope this person is okay. Because if the person had a bad life, and they implied that the person did, hope it's better, and let's just get on to the next one because this is making me really angry. I'm getting really angry. Let's go.
As for the differing feelings that come alongside this video, it's actually very psychological. The color scheme that the video is set in, the tune of music, and the unknowingness of what is happening tampers with the way our brain processes things and leads to different people having different reactions. No matter the truth behind this video, the fear that it pulls out of some people is very, very real. Number 14.
What?
I Feel Fantastic.
That's good for you. What is that?
Yet another viral and terrifying video that graced YouTube. This one is a blonde robot in the middle of what is probably a living room, singing a strange and high-pitched song that includes the lyrics, "I feel fantastic," and to top off the creep factor, "Please leave, run, run, run."
Okay, why?
The robot does change positions a few times, and towards the end, she's even in a new outfit.
Good for her.
It should be mentioned that midway through the strange music video, there's a random shot of the backyard. The earliest upload of this was in 2009.
Why?
Many people began saying that the robot was created by a serial killer.
Why?
As some form of statue bride. The shot to the backyard was allegedly a shot of where the killer buried his victims, and the things the robot sings are to reflect what the killer wishes his victims would have said while being murdered. This mostly came about because the description on the video tells about the story in Greek mythology of Pygmalion, a man who made a statue bride because he was so fed up with the impure women that surrounded him. However, the true story behind this strange singing robot is actually a lot less creepy. Well, it's still kind of weird. This was all actually a music project done by John Bergeron. Back in 2004.
Why? I mean, first, why did they do this stupid background story with the serial killer? It's out of nowhere, has no base, other than, I mean, I can get creative with a word. Yeah, let's say it's called Midas. It was built by Midas, and Midas is a person who pours gold over his victims and makes them suffocate. And I don't know. This is so out of nowhere, the story. What is this supposed to do? And why would someone do this as an art project? Okay, to be fair, there are art projects that I don't understand. I mean, there was a guy who did his business in the corner of a room, and there was his art project. And then someone came, and the cleaning lady came. I think it was a cleaning lady, and she put it away because it was smelling bad, and he was angry because it was worth 20,000 euros because people are stupid. But I don't know. Let's continue.
He built this android, which he named Terra, and programmed her to sing songs that he wrote and recorded. He continued to sell the videos online, so this probably came from someone who was crazy enough to make a purchase, as there has never been proof of him having a YouTube account. This was actually a brilliant idea that wound up being horribly executed. As for the strange cutscene to the backyard, it's still unexplained, but
why is it a good idea? I don't get that. Why is it a good idea to sell a strange psycho robot android being singing stupid songs? I don't know.
It was most likely just an attempt to add some cinematic beauty to the video. Although the page cannot be found now, there has been proof that the music videos were sold back in the early days of the site. Considering there has been no activity from Bergeron since 2004, we can live out the rest of our lives safely knowing there will be no more Terra videos. Number 13, Agamemnon Counterpart. This video basically starts out as confusing, but you can't stop watching. Even as you stare at the scream in horror and disbelief, you probably won't stop it. The video starts out with a crummy old school VHS warning, which is followed by on-screen text that reads, "A video cassette was found in a pile of rubble on the ruins of a certain blue planet."
Neptune. Naturally, they mean Neptune. What else? What other blue planet would there be?
What you are about to witness will not be the contents of the aforementioned cassette. This is an entirely different recording, which is shown next to what could be the intro to a very low-budget children's show, as it features cartoon characters, bright colors, and displays the title, "Let's Make a New Friend." However, not long into the video, screaming begins. Like uncontrollable, someone is about to get murdered type screaming. We see a few more trippy shots, with tons more screaming and overly happy background music, and the video ends. Rumors immediately began spreading that the video is actually once footage from a popular Japanese rape murder case. Apparently, the cartoon footage covered up the video, but not the audio. However, when you look at the description of the original posting, it's stated, "Drawings by Jason Kovac, aka Dave from 2001, D2K1. Research leads to DK21, meaning Destination Imagination 2001. From there we can find that this video was a strange art project that got uploaded in 2006. Looking even deeper has exposed that the audio and screaming are both from vintage movies, so the rape murder theory is completely false. As for the title, or the meaning behind the video, there's not one. Jason Kovac has yet to release any information about its confusing title or complex meaning. Just take a look, maybe you'll be
What? Complex meaning? Just because there's random stuff happening doesn't mean it has complex meaning. Perhaps he was taking the piss on them. I don't know.
able to find some deep and powerful meaning within these terrifying screams. Number 12. Username 666. This popular video is based on an even more popular creepypasta. It's probably been seen by many. It involves a YouTube channel by the name of Username 666. The person controlling the computer finds that the account has been suspended. Then they go on to refresh about 50 times. Things start to become redder and redder, and the majority of the text becomes 666. One more refresh leads to the account with videos of twisting and disturbing babies, as well as a woman drowning. This video is obviously created solely for the creepypasta, and it's not real whatsoever. If you look up the channel though, it does say it has been suspended. This implies that the channel did exist at one point. While it could have been a demonic and truly freaky account, there's no proof for that. That aside, however, the thought is still terrifying. Plus, there are several softwares and programs that can be used to replicate this effect for scaring friends, or, you know, whatever you would need that for. Take a look.
Why? These are not scary. It's just weird stuff. Weird stuff people have done. I can do stuff that's weirder. If I would think for 5 days, I would come up with something that's a lot weirder than those things. This is the commercial that got muted last time, I think. So we will skip it.
The woman next to the child, possibly a mother, makes loving gestures towards the child before letting a tissue fly into the air. All the while, this creepy, slow song is playing in the back. Kleenex released this commercial in mid-1986, and it immediately received negative feedback. People claimed that the song in the background was a Russian demonic ritual chant that sang about dying. There were also numerous claims that the commercial would change depending on what time of day it was shown. For example, in the afternoon, it would be overall normal, but if it ever aired past midnight, it was distorted and even more terrifying. After becoming fed up with complaints, Kleenex took the commercial down and it was never aired again. However, that didn't stop it from eventually being spread all over the world of YouTube. People began uploading and sharing and even posting videos of themselves watching the commercial at midnight to show how distorted it really became.
Nine. That's the German in me saying we should not see the stupid thing again where it will give me a warning that says you have to mute this part because this is a copyrighted song. Yeah, it's still... Yeah, you're so
Simply
scary.
watch the commercial with videos that were posted past midnight were also proven to have been edited or faked in some fashion.
No way.
Furthermore, the song in the background isn't Russian at all. It's
No
a song
way.
in English by Jane and Barton.
It's a fine day.
Why are you playing the song if it's copyrighted? Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I can't show this. There is nothing. Okay.
Number 10. There is nothing. This is possibly one of the most scary videos on the list, depending on your own personal tastes. We see some
What?
young girl are possibly dull, sitting at a dinner room table. A bowl sits in front of her, and there's a fire behind her through the window. Her stare is so strong and
Artists. Man, artists.
creepy that you almost can't look at her while she stares straight into your soul. The first time she speaks, you can't really make out what she says. The camera zooms out and she drops her face into the bowl.
Yeah,
when
that
she
was
picks
funny.
her head back up to speak again, she clearly says, "There is nothing."
Okay, that was a bit creepy.
There is nothing.
The video was created by filmmaker and artist David B. Earl. He said that he created the very short film in a way that makes it possible to loop the video over and over again without any clue of where it begins and ends. According to Earl, the piece was inspired by the personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. Number 9. Performance Olivier de Sagazon. So this video starts out with a pretty average.
What's with all these artists that make scary videos? It's not scary. It's just random bullcrap. This is just random bullcrap. Nothing scary yet. I hope there is gonna be something scary, because it would be a shame if there wasn't for the 50th. Yeah.
Looking guy having a seat in front of a dark gray background. He doesn't say much at first. He just starts taking his clothes off and bathing himself in clay, which he paints over and layers on multiple times. He does begin saying things later in the video in a seemingly exhausted voice. He also makes disturbing noises. As he layers on the clay and paint and cuts eye holes and a mouth opening for himself, things become pretty disturbing. As the video goes on, things honestly just get worse and worse. There's almost a sense of panic created as you question what is going on and what terrible thing is going to happen next. The video was at one point associated with the creepypasta titled Gateway of the Mind, a story that explains how a group of scientists cut off all of a man's senses, after which he essentially loses his mind.
How is it supposed to work? You can't cut off touch. You would have to do an operation on the brain, and you would probably die from that. Assuming that the Russian story takes place not today, but about 10 or 15 or 20 years ago, then yeah.
This video doesn't really match up well with that creepypasta though, considering the different time periods and general lack of similarity. The shocking video is actually an art project of the man mentioned in the title. Either way, coming across something like this will probably cause you to not sleep for several days until you've finished extensive research on this matter.
I have to give it to him. This looks creepy. It looks creepy. If they did horror monsters like this, might be a nice idea. Nice idea. But yeah, it's not that disturbing, but it's starting to get a bit uncanny. I like this one. I really do. This one is cool. I mean, he's just shaking his head, but are you alright, mate? You alright, mate?
Number 8. The Wyoming Incident. This is a video collected from November 1987. Two news stations had their broadcasts interrupted by a hacker. The screen displays a message titled Special Presentation. It continues on with clips of heads and grayscale and more disturbing and personal messages.
Why? Nice sound. You will see such pretty things. Such pretty things. Hello. Why do you... You are... ill. We just want
Number
to fix
7.
you.
My dead great
That was it? That was number 8. It was 2 seconds. What's wrong with this stupid list? This is bad.
grandma's coffin in my own backyard. There's not much to be said about this video that can't be seen. To summarize things, this man posts a video explaining that his great-grandmother's burial site could no longer keep up with the groundswork for her casket. This man, being the only living relative, offers to take the casket off their hands. Since he doesn't have anywhere else to put it, he just holds the casket in his backyard. Everything seems pretty reasonable, and although it's not something...
Put it in the ground, what's he doing? This is respectful if you're a Christian. Don't be disrespectful to the dead, man.
most of us would do, it does seem to make more sense than what follows. The man goes on to open the casket and give a full view of the corpse. He also leans in to peck his great-grandma on the lips. Actually, he does more than peck her on the lips. He kisses her old decayed corpse multiple times. Number 6. K-Fee Car...
Oh man, why? I hope that was fake. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's see what the jump scare demon zombie of this commercial has for us.
Commercial. This is probably one of the most popular jump scare videos ever.
Yeah, I know.
It's been viewed about 3 million times on most of the channels that have uploaded it. On that same note, it has been uploaded by numerous channels into numerous pages. Not to mention all the reaction videos that are circulating out there. Well, the video itself is pretty terrifying. It's nothing more than a well-played ad. It features a beautiful scenic view of a car traveling through a very bountiful setting. Everything seems all nice and calm until this gruesome and truly nightmare-fueled ghost pops out of nowhere, extremely close to the camera, and scares the living shit out of whoever is watching, even those that have seen.
It doesn't even look like a scary ghost. It looks like a zombie dude from a movie from the 80s or something like that. I don't know. The title in German says, "You have never been this awake." Yeah, little jokers.
Seen the video thousands of times say it still gets them after the ghost exits the screen.
It's not a ghost, it's a zombie. What's wrong with you?
A message displays in German that translates roughly to, "You've never been so awake." This is to stimulate the effect that is generated from the company's energy drink. Number 5. Pretty Woman. This video is just of a man lip-syncing along to the popular song Pretty Woman.
Aww.
Although he is pretty creepy, it doesn't seem that bad. It's just a weird old man singing to a song in a way that makes you feel pretty uncomfortable.
No. Why? No. He looks so nice. He's got very kind eyes. What's wrong with you? I think you're a Richard, whoever made this. Or whoever says this. Why? He looks a bit sad. What's wrong with you? This is not scary. I mean, do you know what scary is? You don't, do you? This is a nice old guy and he's having a good time. What's wrong with you saying this is scary? I mean, yeah, perhaps to someone that doesn't have any emotions or no empathy, what the hell is wrong with you?
However, the backstory can change the feel of this video entirely.
Yeah, and then you thought of some stupid backstory that you pulled out of your behind, like the other times. I mean, not the person creating this video, but the one who created the story about this video. Why would you do that? Such a lovely guy. And now he's probably possessed by a demon entity thingy, and he's a serial ender. And yeah, let's see what he is. One of those? Is he one of those? Or is he a ghost? Or yeah. I can think of these things too. And I don't think this is fitting. I think this is horrible to do this.
The singer's real name is Edward Maltiscared, and he's actually a real-life registered sex offender. So that instinct of being slightly violated while watching this video was actually very plausible. As part of his probation, Maltiscared was not allowed to use the internet.
Yeah, okay, so he's a Richard too. I was wrong, but is this the real story? I mean, if this is the real backstory, it's not scary. It's a fault in the legal system wherever he's from, and he should be in jail, or perhaps get therapy and never get in contact with children again. Why is this scary? It's disgusting. I mean, the things that he did and will do probably again, because you will probably do that again. I think so. I do think that. I do think that. Even if I might be Richard too to think this, but but it's just the story that makes it eerie. And I don't even know if it's real. So if this story is not real, they took a lovely guy and made him the target of this stupid clip. And if this is the real story, they took a giant Richard and made him the target of this stupid clip. And this is a stupid clip. I don't like this clip. What is it doing here? I'm sorry.
And after this
rant over
video, he was put back in jail for 5 years, where he died from lung cancer. Just a friendly reminder to always go with your gut feeling about creepy old dudes.
I think this might be a fake story. And if this is a fake story, this is so mean. And if this is a real story, I mean, he probably had a horrible life, and he caused other people to have a horrible life, and this is just horrible. It's not scary in the slightest. Not scary in the slightest, it's just horrible. Just horrible.
Bye-bye.
Fatal diving accident. I'm sure everyone has had the issue of watching something dramatic where someone begins to drown and you almost feel as if you can't breathe either. Maybe that's what makes this video so scary. Watching the diver delve deeper and deeper into the ocean, all while hearing him suffocate, creates a form of sympathetic panic.
We're not gonna watch that. This is stupid. This is not scary. I'm sorry. What is this video? This title does not make any sense. There was not a single scary thing till now. Not a single one. It's just all weird stuff of weird people doing weird things and stupid stories they pulled out of their rears that could have been done so much better, and just some, oh, this was so scary because.
Number 3. Girl goes psycho during makeup tutorial. One of YouTube's most viewed
scary.
categories is tutorials. People from all over the web flock to get information on how to change a light bulb, and especially on how to apply makeup. So when this video popped up in 2014, it's just a young woman sitting in front of a camera explaining a makeup process. Although the left half of the screen does lead to a few questions, nothing could prepare you for when she begins beating her head onto the table.
So we're gonna just start here.
I will cut this out.
Lost footage.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why would you put this here? That was legit, I think. And perhaps she had a brain aneurysm. I don't know what she had. It's horrible again. You're just making money off other people's misery, and I think you're an a-hole. I think you're a giant a-hole.
The Paris catacombs is a popular and terrifying sight.
Why would that be scary? Any of this? It's not. It's horrifying because it's you know what the most scary thing about all of this, what we've seen till now, is that you put it here in this video and you made people watch it with a stupid title that did not fit so you can get your money with other people's misery. And I hope you will not do this again, because this is making me really, really, really mad right now. I'm really mad.
Found beneath the streets of Paris, France, that is pretty ancient. It's an underground system that has also been seen as a cemetery, as it is filled with millions of human remains. The location is allegedly cursed. It is illegal to enter, and the Paris government has shut down every entrance that has been found. This video usually only can be found in the form of an excerpt from a documentary. It is footage of a man exploring the catacombs before strange and horrifying things happen. In the video, we see things from a first-person point of view as the man navigates through the catacombs. He shows arrows painted on the ground.
I will take a sip of water because I'm so mad and I want to get scared by this, because this might be scary. Let's wait a moment, because I have to cool down, because I was angry. I'm still angry at this person. And I will tell you why in a bit more detail after we've watched this, but yeah. So there are strange human-like figures painted on the walls. What could that mean? What could that mean?
Symbols and human-like figures painted on the walls, and entire rooms filled with bones. The man begins to pick up speed and run faster and faster, with less and less purpose.
What is that?
He seems to be running from something, with no idea of where he's actually going. It's likely, however, he was just in a state of panic. The camera eventually stops abruptly, and when it begins filming again, it is laying on its side, and we actually see a splash of water and hear the man panic.
And all of a sudden,
this location is already as scary as it gets, especially for those that are claustrophobic, not to mention that the tunnels stretch for about 400 miles, and most of the passages lead to even lower levels, meaning it's very easy to get lost. This man was never found.
What his camera was. It wasn't scary. Wasn't scary. Could have been scary if there was something there. Could have been scary if there was no stupid story of some person's horrid ending that you took advantage of again.
Number 1. Shay St. John Hand Thing. This truly disturbing video comes from an entire channel dedicated to the...
That's it. Sorry. It's disturbing. Top 5 most disturbing YouTube videos. That might have been a fitting title. If you had done that, I wouldn't have been mad. But this is not scary, it's disturbing. And not disturbing in a way like, oh god, I'm so afraid. It's disturbing in a way like, why does this exist? Why do these exist?
The main character featured. In this video, we are greeted with someone at the front door who appears to be wearing a blonde wig and part of a latex mask. The character asks another,
Shay, are you still doing that hand thing? I heard you're doing the hand thing today. God, what is that?
The camera then shows a person wearing something very similar, doing some strange hand thing with fake wooden arms. The hand thing isn't entirely freaky on its own, but this character in general is really disturbing and confusing. Plus, the wooden hands being used adds an extra dash of fear. This is one of many truly frightening videos from a character named Shay St. John, and there's even a website dedicated to her. Yes, her. The page dedicated to her is located at shaystjohn.net and isn't really much help to figuring out the gist of everything. However, it does help to build this air of confusion and a mentally ill individual. The page is packed full of unexplainable and terrifying pictures. If you ever were to take the time to look into Shay, you'd probably be scarred for life. Even getting down to the story behind it all remains baffling. Shay was created by an artistic director named
See?
Eric Fournier. The
Some stupid artist again.
story is that Shay was
There are very good artists. Like Zlatoslav Bedinsky, or how it's pronounced. I love his pictures. He's doing, I think he had trauma or hallucinations, something. His perception was in a way distorted, and he saw nightmare beings, and then, yeah, he painted them. And that's disturbing. And that's disturbing art, and this is disturbing trash. And that the artist there that I've just mentioned, he's got scary stuff. This is stupid stuff.
a model, but she got into a devastating car accident that left her disfigured and mentally unstable.
Yeah, sure.
In mourning of her
Sure.
beauty, she reconstructed a face and body for herself made out of mannequin parts, and she now lives in this delusion that she is still beautiful, famous, and rich, despite the majority of videos being shot in a rather trashy location. The reasoning behind this entire project was to highlight the artificial essence that can be brought from fame and wealth. On a more unfortunate note, Eric Fournier died at the age of 42 from either a car accident or reasons related to alcoholism. Well, this is a sad end to a creative take on art. At least we have seen the last of Shay. Got an idea for a top 15 list?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got an idea for a top 15 list. Shitty people that use other shitty people's misery to make money. You would be at number 1 currently. Perhaps we'll find another person. I don't know. Because that was clickbait. The title was absolute clickbait. It wasn't scary. It was not scary in the least. It was disturbing and it was horrifying. Not because the content was horrifying, but the stories and ideas were just messed up. And I can't even. I don't know. And then the last one with the arches, and yeah, glory and fame. You can do this so much better. What are you doing? This is such drivel. It's just drivel. I'm not gonna recap any of this. I have to cut out half of it, I think, because it was against the YouTube guidelines. So yeah, you've got there, and there was some. Yeah, let's look into the comments. Yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's look into the comments. Let's see what people like about this. You're safe in the comment section. This is what are you doing, people? 4 years still can't go full screen. Because of what? This video will always be an important part of my childhood. It's 6 years old. How old are you? The first one is sad actually, but the rest is petrifying. No, it's not. Wish me luck, guys. Yeah, you hype yourself up. I mean, it's fun, perhaps, for people to do this, apparently, but yeah, this I did not like this video. Did not like it in the least. Did not scare me once. Did not get even close to scaring me. This was not scary. This was just human trash. Was it human trash? Yeah, most of it. Some things I really, the one thing I really did like was the Clayman. He was great. He was very good. I liked that. That was unsettling, uncanny in a way. And I think he had fun, perhaps, and he really did something. He did something creative, you know? He did something creative. This is not creative. This is not creative. It's just I can do that. It's this kind of art that's used for money laundering. Whatever. Yeah. So, anyway, now we're at episode 50, and I hope that by tomorrow or the day after that, I have my compilation ready of me being scared and laughing. I don't know. Let's see what things I did in the past 2 months. Almost 2 months, yeah. So, and yeah. I think if this video comes out, it's Sunday, so solo leveling will be out later today for you, at least from your perspective. And I will do, I think, 4 chapters perhaps, because I only did 2 last time, and I'm gonna get a bit more rest today because I've had a hard week. And yeah, let's see what Sanjin Wu is up to. And I might as well do a video on Monday on the story I wrote, Encounter in Siberia, and perhaps the new one, why I quit being a psychologist, and I will do some commentary on that, and perhaps give some hints, because there are obviously some hidden meanings in those stories and some hidden connections and stuff like that, so it might be fun. If you like things like this, might be fun for you. Anyway, I hope you still enjoyed this video. I did not. I have to admit that I did not enjoy this video. I hated it. I'm a bit sad that this is my 50th anniversary episode Maltiscared video, however you call it, but you know I don't watch these beforehand. I don't. So if you have better videos that are scary video compilations, you know, then let me know. I will do that for 100 perhaps. And as always, remember, don't poke the ghost, don't poke the entity. And please take care of yourself and don't be someone perhaps that uses other people's misery for likes. Please don't do that. And the person that did this video, this top 15s, I'm not sure if they meant harm or meant this in a mean way, but to me it came off as really mean-spirited and fake, because the premise was scary videos. This was not scary, it was just disgusting. And it weren't even the videos that were disgusting, it was the way they were used that would... I'm not sure if that was a child molester. I'm not, and then the trans person in the beginning, that too. Why would you put this here and spread this, and make other people see the misery of these people, and perhaps even get afraid of them? I hated that so much. Anyway, you know I did. So anyway, please take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and despite this video, have a happy, scary day, and see you soon. Bye.